Oh my goodness.
Hi everyone, in this video I'm going over the new survival game that was early released 15 April of 2025, Runescape Dragonwilds. Runescape Dragonwilds is an open world survival game that comes with some of my favorite aspects such as weapons, armor, magic, and Yep, a dragon, but I'll get to that in a sec. You start off by customizing your character. Unfortunately, there really isn't too much of a selection being early access, but at least the concept is there, and hopefully developers will add more as the game progresses. After you create your character, you load into the world of Ashenfall. You first encounter a wizard that looks very similar to Merlin from the Disney movie The Sword in the Stone.
Oh, now just a moment.
Which will introduce a series of small quest lines to get you started in Ashenfall. Like any survival game, you want to start collecting resources you see lying on the ground because eventually you will need to use it to start crafting benches, tools, weapons, and gear to protect yourself against the challenges Ashenfall has to offer. Tools are essential for every survival game. It allows you to collect resources to build up your empire. Tools in Dragonwilds range from your standard axe and pickaxe, in which you can upgrade these tools to bronze or iron later in game. Unfortunately, the higher level tools does not yield more resources, but allows you to break nodes that require stronger tools such as bronze ore to even silver ore. I really hope developers change this aspect because collecting 7 to 9 ore at a time can be frustrating, especially if it takes anywhere between 2 to 4 ore to smelt into 1 bar. Maybe even adding a sickle to collect more plant-based nodes or mushrooms. Handpicking one at a time can be very tedious. Like most games, weapons are important to deal as much damage to enemy NPCs. You'll encounter many enemies in Ashenfall. Using the right weapon for specific enemies can be the difference between life and death. Speaking of, if you die, your gear and inventory does drop at your last death location. Weapons range from swords, shields, bows, to staffs. You can unlock different weapons by finding schematics all over Ashenfall. Armor is also an essential part of the game. I recommend upgrading your armor as quickly as you can because some of the enemies you'll encounter are relatively strong. Some enemies travel in packs and can apply debuffs if you're not careful. Some enemies hide in plain sight, so always be aware of your surroundings. You never know what's lurking around every corner. Now to one of my favorite aspects to RuneScape Dragonwilds is the use of magic. If you're not using magic in this game, you're making it harder on yourself. Although you have tools and a full arsenal at your disposal, magic introduces a new dynamic to the game. If you're tired of mining nodes with tools, magic can help you by chopping down trees, smashing multiple stones to collect, well, stones faster, to even lighting up the darkest caves if your torch runs out. Some enemies are also weak against certain elemental spells. I'll leave it up to you to find out which works best. Not only you can cast spells, but you can enhance your weapons with magic. For example, you can enhance your shield by applying ice magic, or even turn a weapon into a blazing sword with fire magic. You can use magic in different ways, but I won't spoil it too much and I'll let you experiment. Like most survival games, you need food and water to satisfy your character. So cooking will be as important to surviving in Ashenfall. Different enemies drop specific raw meat, which then you can use on a campfire or a cooking stove for later game to combine different recipes together to create food that slows your hunger rate. Some foods even apply armor, so that would be beneficial for later game. Water is easy to get. You just have to find a water source and spam E to collect as much water as you can before getting encumbered. Food not only fills your hunger bar, but can provide buffs to counter certain debuffs. Potions are a great way to increase your experience gained or to mitigate certain debuffs like poison or bleeds. Healing potions are nice to have, especially while exploring or running dungeons inside Ashenfall. Occasionally, the current dragon boss in the game will fly around to try and kill you if you're not alert. Sometimes it will get you. Building is one of my favorite parts to survival games. I can spend hours just building and coming up with different designs. I'll be bringing some builds in future content of Dragonwilds. There are other aspects to RuneScape Dragonwilds, such as multiplayer servers and PvP to go around. I feel RuneScape Dragonwilds game has a lot of potential for future content. I'm very excited to see what developers will release soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.
What kind of a rat is that, bruh? Oh, damn, it's a hostile. Oh, what the? Hey, yo.